Hello students, this is the chapter number 7, become an active reader. In this chapter, we have a learning objective, how to become an active reader and understand the process of reading and how we can control and make concentration over the reading. And also we are discussing the strategies for reading the book. So in the opening paragraph, the author make realize about how you calculate the reading rate. For example, if you have a 200 words book and you have 30-60 minutes for book reading and how much time it will take. So you will be divide the number of words and number of pages by the your reading time. So it shows you how much time you will be consumed in reading, and it is show your speed reading per word, reading word per minute, how much words you are reading, you are slow, you are fast, you are average, and how much time it takes to read the book. If you have a course book which has total of 400 pages, and how much time it will take and how much days it will take to read the complete book. But not only go through just the reading, we need the active reader. What kind of active reader we are required? So there are two forms of readers are there, which is prescribed in the book: active reader versus the passive reader. So active reader have some attributes, some qualities here mentioned. It is on the screen you can see. Active reader have a positive attitude toward the reading, but the passive readers have the negative attitude. They have negativity in their mind that this topic is not so interesting, is not relevant to that, is not important to us. That is the negative attitude. But a positive attitude that it is quite interesting. We get knowledge. We are aware over that. The passive readers read for the ideas, for the purpose, but the passive readers have read only for the words, not for any purpose. Active reader ask question to guide their reading and the thinking, but the passive readers, without thinking and without questioning, just go through the words. Active reader manage the reading process, and the passive readers are unaware that reading is a process they can manage. Active reader schedule time for the reading, but the passive reader only if they have the time. Active reader have a purpose for the reading, but the passive readers is assigned. They are not self prepare for the reading. Active reader know how to keep their interest and motivation, keep motivation there. But mm, passive reader are just expect the author to interest and motivate them. He tried to find that the others motivate him to read that book. Another point, active readers control their concentration. They is highly focused on the content, but passive readers are easily distracted from the mind vendor and the different ideas in their mind. Active reader use study system and memory strategies, but the passive reader resists study system and memory strategies. But active reader underline and annotate textbook, underline the textbook, highlight the textbook. But the passive reader don't use marking system. Active reader make graphic organizer to use as a study guide. They prepare a flow chart, they prepare a text, and the passive reader think that graphic designing and the mapping and the organizer is time wasting. It's consuming too much time, so they are not using it. That strategies. Active reader relate what they read to prior knowledge and the experience, relate with the practical experience and the example as well. But the passive reader have no connection between the uh, college reading and the real life world. Active reader review by the reading notes if they prepare and the other material stuff. But passive reader have no notes, so that's why there are no rereading options and strategies. Active readers seek help as needed when they required, but they avoid and they resist asking for the help by the passive reader. Active reader know what's going on in the class. Due to active reading, they are completely present with their mind and keep participating and active in the discussion as well. But passive readers are often feel lost in the class. They are absent mind. They are not aware about what's going on, what the topic and discussions are happening. Okay, there is some bullets and some suggestions to connect with the reading. Be realistic, set your goals, and adopt your best learning style, whether video, audio, kinesthetic, and study at that time that you feel free and you have high energy to focus. Find ways to motivate, monitor your progress where you are going, and evaluate your result. Get help when you need it. As an example, you can see that set a realistic reading goal, how much time you are taking and how much time it will be completed. Read with a purpose, mind, make up the mind with a question and know the purpose. Read with a pen or highlighter, it is very helpful for noting it down. And finally, review and recite from the notes. These are the two great strategies that is mentioned in the book, skimming and the scanning. Skimming is an overall view. It is a review over the main topic, major topics, subtopics, key content, and it shows a big picture of the whole strategy. But on the other hand, scanning is a detail. It is a specific piece of information through which we find detailing. So if we have a question in mind and we want to know the answer, so we go for the scanning. But if we want to summarize and get a but I view at a glance, we want to understand the topic, so we go for the skimming. So skimming is used uh, for the summarization and precise of data, and scanning is used for detail orientation. Another article has mentioned is that English is not the primary language, not the native language, it's our secondary language. So first we have to be understand the language, then we understand what the meaning behind it. So somehow language is a barrier. So we must have to be resolve this barrier by understanding the vocab, term, jargon, structure, so that easily understand the meaning. So you can see that when you to use the skim and when to use the scanner. Skim means when you get overall view over the topic. So, what a book or chapter cover and what create a big story if you want to get without reading. For example, the entire newspaper you have, but you want to get the what is it, big news and breaking news. To determine what a midterm exam will cover by glancing to the previous test, if you want to see the oral mistakes, so at a glance, you will use a skimming and read through the chapter introduction to find the other author purpose. So use the skimming, and when the several articles to find out the contain information you need, so you need the skimming. But when you use the skimming, number one, to find the answer to the question, to find the detailed answer to the question, to find a specific fact such a name, date, and as any other details, to find a piece of information on a chart, to find a specific topic index table, to find information that is previously mentioned in the your references in the site. So skimming is used for overall big picture, and scanning is used for detail strategy for detail. So here is some suggestion as well. Find a study group, ask a question, talk through the material, discuss with the material, rereading many times to understand, use your dictionary for difficult words. Here is some myth about the reading, and here is some realities. What is a myth? You should be able to read a chapter once and remember the important points. There is a myth, but no. One reading is not enough. You need a many times. Several readings are required with frequent review to prevent the forgetting habit. Reading is like musical talent. Either you have it or you don't. No, reality is that the good readers are made, they are not born. With practice, make the man perfect. With practice, anyone can become a better reader. Another myth is that you should read all types of material at about the same speed. No, comprehension is the goal. Adjust your reading speed type to the type of material and the level of difficulty. All the reading skills are not the same. You can skip tables and diagram because they are explained in the text. No, you should always read graph material because they condense, they comprise, compare, analyze. So it will give a true picture. So never be a skip the tables and the schedule. Another myth: the best way to read a textbook chapter is to start a first page and then read until you are finished. No, if you read without stopping, you are not giving yourself time to think about the ideas. Break a chapter into the smaller segments, read actively, think, question, and reflect. So don't start with the large, start with the small and make the difference. Okay. Marking and underline are not necessary and take too much time. No. If you mark and underline the important dates and idea, you will be get easily review later on and we save your time. Reading will not be an important factor in my career. Most employee value reading as necessary skills for doing any job well. हर job के लिए आपको reading की बेहद जरूरत होती है. So that is was about the comprehension कि कोई भी comprehension पैराग्राफ दिया जाता है तो उसमें ओपनिंग इंट्रोडक्शन होता है, फिर बॉडी टेक्स्ट होता है, फिर उसकी सपोर्ट के अंदर प्रीमिसेस यानी रीजंस दिए होते हैं और फाइनली फिर कंक्लूड होता है कि आपने जो बात उठाई थी, मुद्दा उठाया था, उसको आपने क्या साबित किया, आपको क्या कंक्लूड किया है. सो दैट्स ऑल अबाउट इट. Find the main idea, find the comprehension, so, and why the reading is important. You can see that identify the supporting detail,